LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I
filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though. I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Welcome, everyone, to Rad Rolls. My name is Jared, also known as Dr. J, also known as Lonnie Haybear. But tonight, I will be your game master for Starfield. I said it right. Be proud of me. I am putting our Rad Rolls cast and Perennial GM through something quite torturous. We are literally recording at the same time that Starfield releases if you have purchased the premium version. So instead of playing Bethesda's version of Starfield, we are playing my version of Starfield. It's kind of like the great value version of Starfield.
I can see that. This is I really want the Dr. Pepper, and this is Big K, Dr. Nasty.
This is Big K, Dr. Nasties.
Dr. Skipper.
Dr. Mr. Salt. What is this? Professor Salt. Okay. Salt Esquire. Ooh, Salt Esquire. That's a new drink. Coming this fall, Salt Esquire. So we are currently playing through a Starfield one-shot in celebration of Bethesda's new release. Congratulations on getting it out the door, getting it gold, getting it released, getting good reviews, last I checked. We will be using the Cypher system, which is produced by Money Cook Games. I'm spouting this off as though you're new to the system, even though you've probably listened to 3 episodes before. But our players here, there's a lot that's been going on, so it's actually been a couple of weeks since we've actually done our last session. So I'll do a little bit of a recap for everyone, which might be helpful if you are 3 episodes and 3 weeks deep in this particular saga. So our party, this consists of, let's see here, we need Astrid to log in. It's all good. So our party, which consists of XXKJ Plays XX, also known as Jason, RCH13, Astrid Harbinger, and Cobb Kofax, have found themselves aboard the Freestar Collective Penal Transport Spartacus because they had committed crimes so petty and so ultra misdemeanorous, look it up, it's a word now, that their sentence pretty much entailed community service. And the opportunity presented itself to complete that community service even before they stepped foot off of the penal transport, in that the Spartacus had received a distress signal from a ship called the Internal Beneficence. And the deputy, Cal Whittington, had asked the party, since they were triple aught level prisoners, which means they were the very, very low risk prisoners, if they'd be willing to do community service in the form of figuring out what happened upon the Eternal Beneficence in exchange for commuting their sentence. And there was going to be a couple of ways for them to do that. They could figure out what happened aboard. They could potentially find salvage, that is, if the ship was derelict, and they would have salvage rights. If they found some sort of valuable salvage, they might be able to use that to barter for a commutation of their sentence. Or if they could get the ship back in working order so the Freestar Collective could eventually pick it up, they could use that as kind of a bargaining token to commute their sentence. Once aboard the Eternal Beneficence, RCH-13 made it abundantly clear what their plan was, since it seemed as though the punishment for their crime was going to be pretty severe compared to everybody else's. So RCH-13 with more proverbial skin in the game. The party was able to explore the main engine room, as well as the central crew quarters and a little bit of the logistics wing. And when last we left our heroes, and I use that term very loosely, they were scouting things out in the logistics section of the ship. They had accessed cameras for the 3 cargo bays within the ship, and because of a amazing intuitive roll from Cobb Kofax, we were able to determine that this ship was in possession of some non-quarantined contraband. And with that, hopefully I've done a okay job of recapping things from here on out for those of you who haven't played for 2 weeks or started listening 3 weeks ago or decided to jump in with this episode. If so, thank you, but definitely want to try to catch that first half of this thrilling adventure, if so. With that, I will shut my mouth and I will allow the players here to enjoy.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, so guys, I just put these pictures in my Discord server, and nobody recognized these dead guys, so I don't think they're like all that important people. I think we can just kind of like move on and get like the salvage stuff. I don't really feel like we got to worry about these people. Like nobody even heard of them. They have like no following online. So, and I know that like applies to a lot of you guys too. I'm not trying to say that like just because you guys don't appear online that you're not important. Like you totally are, but I'm just saying that, you know, we're not really like, this isn't going to increase my view count. So can we move on from this and kind of get like, I got to get some more views. I'm falling out of the rankings today. So we need to like move the show. We got to get going, guys.
Kid, these were people. Sure, incredibly nerdy and unathletic people, but they were people. Show some respect.
RCH kind of steps into the room because he was, I guess, doing engine stuff right before, and looks at everybody and says, all right, guys, so here's a great logic puzzle. We're supposed to get a ship running, and we have 4 dead people who are in the ship, and how are they going to help us get the ship running? Answer, they're not. You guys are fucking idiots walking around here trying to figure out who's died when really we should be figuring out how this ship runs.
Counterpoint, these people, and they were people, not things, not viewer count. Well, but when they were alive, they may have been somebody's viewer count. But they're important. I actually think it's more important to find out what killed them, because it might kill us. So if for no reason other than self-preservation, maybe we should try and figure out what killed them and do something about that first.
Well, I already told you guys I can't have any more like death on my content. I'll get another content flag, okay? So I can't have you guys dying.
Thanks, I guess.
Listen, there's something we really should be paying attention to, is that I got 2 words for you guys. Exotic meats. This ship was transporting exotic meats. That probably means this ship was involved with some shady stuff, with some shady people, and they might come looking for their exotic meats. Because if I know rich people who love exotic meat, they want their fix. They're rare, tiger bears. I don't know what they're eating, but I think someone might come looking for this cargo. So I don't know if that makes it more valuable or more dangerous.
I hate to say it, considering I don't know any rich people at all in any way, shape, or form. But you might have a point. So we have 3 things to do. We need to figure out what happened to the crew. We need to make the ship go brr, and we need to make sure that nobody follows us.
I just had this thought of Cobb's exotic charcuteries.
Now with ox milk.
Listen, I had an endorsement deal with an exotic meat company once. It didn't pan out because not everyone, everyone thinks they're going to get the next fried chicken, but no, sometimes they end up with the next fried cuttlefish. You know where that went? Nowhere. Nobody wanted that.
I hate to say it, that for people who are really ultra rich, they probably do stuff like pay somebody to clone a piece of themselves that they can eat, just because then they can be a cannibal without actually doing anything wrong. That's probably the most.
That's some freaky
exotic.
Shit. That's weird.
It's
people
weird,
like
right?
that?
No.
Read it in the book.
Read it. Yep, absolutely. It's something that was on it was on a Tumblr post or something I read one time. Okay, we should probably go and find. You know what? Let's figure out if we can find whatever made these guys suffocate.
Oh, well, also a robot, Mr. Robot. In one of the cargo bays, there might be some more robots. They could maybe help you get the ship running.
You mean to tell me that there are more robots in the cargo bay?
I don't know. There's the starboard cargo, I don't know, mechanical bits. Could be robots. I don't know. It's not really my thing.
Well, it's not like all robots know every other robot, guys. It's not like they're super close and they have each other tagged in photos.
That's great. Let the slave owner decide what robots know and don't know. That would be perfect for my day, instead of trying to figure out what's mechanical bits and what I think this guy is calling robits.
Robots. How do you guys say it? Robot.
I just call them by their name if they have a name.
What if you don't know their name?
Then I say, "Excuse me, mister, what's your name? What would you like to be called?"
First of all, you call a robot mister? I mean, that's going a little bit too far, right?
Well, if they identify as female or non-binary, well, it's kind of, the robots generally don't. Anyway, yeah. Okay, we're kind of burning time here. We should probably go, right? We should go. I'm gonna go. And she's just gonna start walking towards one of the locked rooms.
Okay. So you work your way towards the front of the ship. So there's this hallway right here that's kind of a T-junction, if you see there.
Yes.
So all 3 of these, and you can use checkoff to kind of confirm this, but these are the starboard, the central, and the port cargo holds. And those are numbered 1, 2, and 3 on the map. You can also see at the very fore of the ship is kind of like another docking bay type thing. So for someone who's probably really good if you are on a dry dock, because it has really good 3-meter wide access to load and unload the cargo as needed.
It's like the Bombay door, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just on the front, but you can do things like that on spaceships. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
You are pretty sure that door is going to give you access to the vacuum space and may not necessarily be the best course of action.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that.
These other 3 doors, however, are locked. They don't have the motion sensor, touch your hand, door opens, anything like that. You try it and you kind of get an access denied. And Chekhov's able to translate that, but it's basically saying, and you try all of them, that all 3 of these doors are locked.
Well, two of these doors are cargo. One of them leads to an area that was turned into like a, according to the layout, it's a area for the crew, right?
Yeah, so the best you can tell from the video, it kind of looked like a recreation area. It certainly could be used for cargo, but right now, like if you could imagine just like a large space for like imagine the room you set up for like your MetaQuest 2 or your HTC Vive or something like that. Like you need some space for like your VR stuff. There's also some rudimentary like workout equipment, kind of like a Bowflex type deal, like an all-in-one type gym situation. Also kind of the equivalent of like a dining quarters. So this particular ship doesn't really have like a dining room per se, but they've sort of converted this area into something reminiscent of that. So think of just a general purpose living space, common quarters.
Yeah, so yeah, common area in close proximity to storage of items. That sounds like if there's some place that put the crew in close proximity to something that killed them, it's probably a room that they spent a lot of time in. So I'm going to see what I can do to get into the room that they spent time in, and also at one point was used for storage, to see if there's like any, I don't know, OSHA violations or anything in there that might explain what happened to them.
Space OSHA, I'm not sure OSHA actually exists.
Well,
you know.
It's a lot of fuel for inspection.
It really depends. I don't think Wayland Yutani referenced Space OSHA very often.
Yeah, see, and look what happened.
See, now, guys, usually, like, if you come across one of these locked doors and it gives you, like, an access denied, like, I've seen that you can, like, chop off one of the hands of these dead people, and then you put that up against the door, and then it'll, like, read their fingerprints, and that's how you can open the door. So, like, I've definitely seen that. That's, like, a lot of games use that, and I think that is probably, like, a reasonable thing we should try right now.
Does it have a handprint scanner that looks like it would work for a crew member's hand?
Yes.
Damn it!
Now, okay, so now that said, there is an entire suite of inputs on this door. So it looks like not only are there biometrics, but there's like a keypad, maybe a place for the equivalent of like RFID or NFC, like if you had like a badge or something, maybe the equivalent of like a physical key. There's...
Hey, Archie, help me drag this body over here.
Got it.
Okay. Let me drag the body over and just kind of flop one of its hands against the keypad.
Okay, so are you taking the body from room 4 logistics?
Yeah, he's a robot. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess he's dead. He's not going to take it personally, but
so you try it, and it looks like it recognizes the palm print, but Astrid, it's going to give an error that says improper credentials.
Do any of them have like IDs or name tags or scan chips? Like, do they have anything identifying on them? Because I know that the bunks had names on them, but the bodies themselves didn't seem to have IDs or...
Well, you didn't really check very thoroughly. So...
okay.
Yeah, so...
Can I check? I want to toss the body to see if it has anything on it, like a swipe card or...
Yeah, so this particular body... Yeah, so this particular body we'll say is female presenting, just to help with differentiation. Make me a... give me an intellect roll. We're going to say difficulty 2, so you need like a 6 or better, and if you have anything that could help with like checking the body.
So I'm rolling a d20.
Yep. So D20, if you have any juice or any abilities, anything like that could be helpful, that could decrease the difficulty.
I have one thing, but I'm going to save it. I got a 5 plus 2, so that's 7.
Plus 2 for...
Not great.
Well, so you're looking for a 6 and you got a 5. I didn't know where the plus 2 came from.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay, well,
so
I think I'm just grossed out because the body has gone like it's like in the second or third stage of decomposition, and it's gone from stiff to starting to get floppy again. It's just really gross. It's like, okay.
It's you try, but something about there's a mental block. Like it just really. Like it starts to gross you out and you're not sure it's going to be challenging for you to handle any type of dead body for a little while.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never seen a dead body before, and this is really freaking me out.
And your first instinct was like, let's check it.
Here's a great idea. This is the best idea that I've had all day. Let's just find the main computer. Every single ship has one. I've never seen a ship without a main computer. We can go there and it can just open the doors for us. It can do anything we want.
We haven't been to the bridge yet.
Yeah, the bridge, isn't it on the other side of the ship?
Yeah, so the bridge is going to be on the other side of 7. So if you recall, when you came in, there was a locked door to your left on the starboard side of the ship. It was locked. So you really only had access to the port side of the ship. And based off of the blueprints, you got the bridge and everything is going to be on the starboard side.
So we can carry that body to see if the biometrics will unlock that door. But a question for you. Last session, was I able to deduce that this person in ops was the captain? Based on me looking through the quarters. I feel like we did, but I'm not 100% if we established that was my reasonable assumption.
I don't know if you would have had enough information to determine who this was or what their job was.
Okay.
You know what their cause of death was, and this is this is probably hypercapnia, so this was probably just like carbon dioxide toxicity is what killed them.
And what was this person's name that was in ops?
You don't know.
Oh.
What you do know is that in 5D was a storage room that had the foot lockers, and you got 4 names from the foot lockers. So it's possible this person might be one of those 4 names, and those 4 names were Grace, Wilco, Dyson, and Raquel.
Could we figure out if those were last names or first names?
So the parlance of space travel, sometimes folks will go by first names, sometimes last names, sometimes like a cute call sign. So, and then, like Grace, for example, you kind of think of that as a feminine presenting name, but at the same time, it could definitely be a last name.
Yeah.
Wilco definitely kind of sounds like a call sign of some sort. Dyson could be anything. Raquel, that one's, I don't know, that one seems like it might be a first name.
If we're gonna haul this body over to the other door to see if that works, I might pop back into the crew quarters because there's one room that was definitely like a single person's room. That my assumption was that would have been the person in charge. And I'll check it to see if it's the stuff that would be in a typical ladies' bedroom.
I might have to backtrack here. Which door did you try the handprint on? I apologize.
That was on 1, correct? Or no?
I thought it was the door that leads into 3.
Okay, so
cargo one.
I'm going to retcon this a little bit. When you scan her hand on 1 and 2, it shows improper credentials. When you scan her hand on number 3, it does open. Okay.
I just love that they've been weekend at burning this body around to every door to see which ones will open.
We're nothing if not persistent.
This is my good friend Raquel.
Listen, if we're carrying a body around, we're carrying a body around. We got to own it.
So door 3 does open for Raquel's scan ID.
Did I break the map?
You broke the map.
It looks like it's
Nice. I can fix it. I can fix it.
Back. The map is back.
Fix it, Felix.
It's the map. It's the map.
The map is fixed. There's a lot of clicking.
I'm here
what
for
I'm-
the clicking. It means
what
stuff's
I'm-
happening.
What I'm trying to do is make that door almost. There we go. So
Wow,
I
I'm
removed
impressed.
I removed the locked door for your convenience.
Yay.
Just took me a little while to figure out how I'd done it before.
How many locks did you have on it, my guy? Was it like
many-
12, 14?
There were
12
a lot of
locks?
keypad entries.
Yes.
Yeah, it's it was quite secure.
Excellent. When the door opened, did we see anything like, did we see water vapor? Did we see smoke? Did we see a gust of something, airborne particles going in or out of the room? Anything that would tell us the atmosphere in that room is different than the atmosphere in the hallway?
No, I don't think there would be any appreciable signs. And if you have any type of sensor array that's kind of telling you what the atmosphere is like, you don't see any like random gushes of like, oh, there's more oxygen, oh, there's more carbon dioxide, there's a toxic gas or anything. The atmosphere seems pretty consistent.
Okay.
Your first impression of the room kind of matches what you saw on the video cameras. This appears to be it's been converted to a training and recreation area. There's some knickknacks and stuff here and there, maybe some random storage, almost like a potentially a little trophy room too, just kind of things that they've collected on their journeys or something.
Any of these trophies stand out as being particularly exotic? Is there anything that is similar to something that Astrid would have seen on a trophy room wall herself at some point?
I'm going to say that what they have here is going to be a bit more esoteric and personal value rather than ostentatious wealth, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's some stuff here, almost looks like the equivalent of like an inside joke type of thing, but there's definitely some items of value. And I would like for everybody to roll a D100.
Oh, all right.
Shit.
/ roll. How do you do it? I forget.
/R space D100.
There's also nice buttons on the left-hand side of the map that look like a little dice. That's what I just guessed.
I got a 99 on a D100. I
right.
don't.
11. Lucky 11.
So Dave,
Yeah.
you got an item called Spy. Okay, so what you find is it almost looks like a little droid similar to Chekhov, but it is. I mean, yeah, like it fits in the palm of the hand, but you can tell that this is even though it's sophisticated, it's pretty fragile. So, and I'll give you this for free, Richie. It really seems like it's used for covert operations. Like it can do some mapping. and then when it's done, it just kind of fizzles, turns into parts, decomposes. That way there's like really no evidence of what's happening. So what you're looking for is an item called Spy. We'll call this a level 5. So produces a tiny spying object that resists detection as a level 8 creature, which means it's super difficult to find. The object moves at great speed, mapping and scanning an unknown area. It moves 500 feet per level. So, holy cow, 500 feet per level. And I said it was level 5, so 2,500 feet. Scanning an area of up to 50 feet away from it. It identifies basic layout, creatures, and major energy sources. Its movement is blocked by any physical or energy barrier. At the end of its mapping run, it returns to the user and reports. If it discovers a predefined target during its run, such as a creature of level 5 or higher, a locked door, a major energy source, or so on, it detonates instead, dealing damage equal to the Cypher's level to all creatures and objects in short range.
Whoa.
Cool.
Damn.
Yikes.
So you've got yourself a little palm-sized predator drone.
Right.
That is scary, man.
That's on brand for you.
Mm-hmm. You say level 8?
We'll call it a level 5, but yeah, it's treated as a level 8 creature for the purpose of detection.
Cool.
Let's see here. We've got Jason got a 39. This is going to be an enduring shield. Oh, so enduring shield. So we're going to call this like a almost like a wristwatch type deal. Once you stick this on for the next day, the user has an asset to speed defense rolls. So anytime you do speed defense, you get an asset which drops the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
Let's see here.
All right,
Those
just really
facts.
quick. Does that mean that our gamer just got an aimbot?
No, the opposite.
The opposite.
He got God mode.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Perfect.
So Kofak's got a contingent activator. Let's see what this takes the form of. Ooh. So this is like, if you can imagine those restraining bolts they used in Star Wars that they just like put on a drone. It's a little device that you put on an existing Cypher. If the device is activated in conjunction with another Cypher, the user can specify a condition under which the linked Cypher will activate. The linked Cypher retains the contingent command until it's used. For example, when the Cypher is linked to a Cypher that provides a form of healing or protection, you could specify that the linked Cypher will activate if you become damaged to a certain degree or are subject to a particular dangerous circumstance. So now basically whatever Cyphers you have, you can attach this to it, and now it's a contingency plan. So
got it.
if I get hurt, activate. If someone gets mind controlled, activate. That type of deal. And that's called a contingent activator. And then last, on a roll of 99, oh my.
Uh-oh.
This is a this is an auto injector for some type of experimental drug, but because the Harbinger family was dealt in pharmaceuticals, you're pretty familiar with this research. It's tissue regeneration. For the next hour, the user regains 1 point lost to damage per round, up to a total number of points equal to twice the Cypher's level. And we'll say the Cypher level is 7. As each point is gained, they choose which pole to add it to. If all the poles are maximum, the regeneration pauses until they take more damage, at which point it begins again. A tissue regeneration Cypher can be used to regenerate a lost appendage or to repair scar tissue from burns and other tissue-related disfigurements. If the Cypher is used in this faction, it restores only 1d6 points over the hour duration.
Wow. That is nuts. I love
so
that.
So you remember Clark from Rad Rolls, the old Nihilist?
Rip.
It's Clark mode.
Rest in
Yeah.
pieces.
It's Clark mode. Yeah.
I miss Clark.
Hey, maybe that's like the connected universe tissue, like Elder Scrolls.
They originally
Starfield.
engineered this with nucleated
Right.
DNA from little critters that you find on Earth. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, this is the kind of thing that you'd have in a first aid kit back home.
A bougie first aid kit.
It's a very bougie first aid kit. It's like, oh, I got a paper cut. Well, I should deal with that.
Yeah, I don't want this to scar.
Exactly.
You feel pretty confident that you've explored this room to its fullest. You find some of the trophies and stuff like that they've collected from their exploits and are now better equipped to face the challenges of the world, or the universe, rather.
Okay, but there's nothing in here that looks like in any way, shape, or form it could have suffocated or changed what these people were breathing, either through the air or through contact, to suffocate them?
No, you know what? Make me a... we're going to call this difficulty 5 for intellect. And this is kind of like a perception check. Anyone can make this, but basically you're just checking the room for any type of clues, any information, anything like that.
What was that roll?
It'll be difficulty 5. And if you have any assets or training or anything for perception, this will be relevant.
I don't have anything for anything, but I get to roll twice on everything.
That's pretty strong.
So, remind me, is that just do I roll just like a d20? What do I roll for that?
Yep.
Slash R d20.
Ooh,
60
damn.
gets there.
Is that was good enough?
Yeah,
I'll roll
there.
again. I'll do it.
That's pretty
You get
good.
there.
You play a lot of
something
survival
about-
games.
Yeah, something about the countless hours of playing first-person shooters and recognizing reused assets. You recognize, and it's almost like reflexively, it's just sort of like this preternatural thing. You've seen it in video games so often. You see a bullet hole in one of the walls.
Huh. Hey guys, are spaceships supposed to have holes in them?
Usually not, kid.
Like bullet holes? That's bad, right?
Wait,
Is that something we should...
a bullet hole? Like a kinetic bullet hole? Like somebody shot a gun in here? Where?
I mean, that's usually what a bullet hole means.
Okay, I'm not going to ask how you know it's a bullet hole. I'm gonna ask him to point out where is this that you're seeing? I believe you. I'm just trying to figure out if maybe they shot something important somehow.
It's right here.
Okay,
So Jason will point out the bullet hole. The bulkheads did a pretty good job of stopping full penetration. You can probably still fish out the slug, however. So it did kind of dent into the wall and pierce a little bit of the first layer. You could fish out the slug if you wanted to. It is about, for most of you, it's about chest to shoulder high.
Huh.
Which wall is it in?
We will say I'm doing Detroit Become Human, deconstructing.
Reverse crime scening.
Yeah.
Enhance.
We'll say this. We will say the starboard wall.
Interesting.
Out of character. I don't think the location is as important as the fact as its existence.
Okay. My thought was, depending on what wall it was in, would give us a clue of if it was someone coming into the room to shoot something or something coming into the room being shot at. But if it's in that wall, that's a different story.
It's in a wall that's they weren't standing their ground. They weren't checking an entrance, like somebody was in here already.
Hey,
So, Cobb,
my
Cobb,
thing.
you-
Here's my idea. You all are running out of oxygen, effectively. So there's a great time to play detectives, and that's when you all probably have oxygen. That's just an idea I had. So maybe we can play detectives, and I'll sit around and look at bullet holes later.
oh, I didn't know you cared. That's so sweet.
He doesn't care. He just needs us to help fly the ship.
Oh,
Exactly. Somebody gets it in here. Someone gets it.
Thank you. Yeah.
oh,
All right, well, get us onto the bridge then.
okay. And also, Cobb, I'm just going to ask really quick. None of the bodies actually had like big holes in them that weren't supposed to be there, right? Like none of them had been shot. There was no blood. They didn't have like guns in their hands. Like it's kind of stuff that it'd be usually kind of hard to miss. But
Yeah, I gotta say, young lady, I didn't really notice anything.
wait, didn't you say a couple of the bodies were in body bags? Did you take them out of the body bags?
No, because I'm not in the habit of messing with the dead. We're already carrying one poor dead body around. I wasn't going to desecrate anymore. But I guess we could look.
Desecrate? Did we desecrate a body? Okay.
The robot's carrying around some poor dead lady.
Well, she
did
can't feel
smash
it at
it
least.
again.
Yeah, I'm
right?
gonna hold the dead lady up by her head and just kind of like waggle it around for everyone. It's like, yes, the dead body. Yes, you want to examine more? Yes, it's
Whoa,
right
whoa,
here.
whoa! Keep it out of frame. Keep it out of frame. I cannot get another content strike.
Okay, so we definitely have to do something. There's no gun on the floor in here or anything, right? There's nothing I see that would be.
No.
Okay. Maybe we should go check. I think we need to go check in the other room.
There's no other bullet holes. Just a single bullet hole.
Well, we
Just
did.
a single bullet hole, yeah.
Okay. Maybe.
I want
okay.
to dig out the slug. I wanna
Here's
see
a
if I can
great
dig out the
idea.
slug.
You can think about it on the way to the computer that controls everything in the ship and possibly the oxygen.
Mr.
Okay,
Robot,
that's-
no one is stopping you. You can go. We'll catch up. I'm
Actually,
gonna dig
this
out
feels
the
like
slug.
both a terrible idea and a great idea. Maybe we should split up and two people should go to the control room, and two people should stay here and maybe check the other bodies and see if their hands will open the other two rooms.
Listen, I've got literally so many hours in Spaceflight Simulator that I should go to the control room. Okay, I got this. If you get those engines started, I can fly this ship, guaranteed.
That is a very large amount of, as far as I can tell, unearned hubris.
Wow, unearned. Okay.
Have you
All right,
ever have you ever flown an actual real ship ever? Like even like an actual simulator that's not a video game.
They're
I'm gonna
basically
take that as a no.
simulators.
I'm gonna take that as a
basically
no.
simulators right
You're
now.
minor league, but you're the best we got right now. Fine.
All
Go
right.
with Mr. Robot. Does anyone
I
have
guess-
a magnet or something I can get this slug out?
Actually, that's a good question. Is it a slug that is a magnetic metal like steel, or is it like lead, like a straight up lead bullet that's smushed?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the room and drag Astrid like kind of like a teddy bear, like a little kid would. And as I'm leaving, I'm actually gonna set down. I'm gonna kind of like almost ready, but I'm not gonna like activate or do anything with it. I'm just gonna set down my tiny predator drone. I'm gonna say it a few little words, and imagine like a robot kind of kissing something, and he's gonna set it down kind of outside of the door, in between 1 and 2 rooms in that hallway.
Okay. Almost like NFC connection, like you tap phones and
Yeah,
here's the
kind of.
command. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who was going? I assume when you're talking about the control room, you're talking about logistics over here.
Yeah, I'm going
four.
over to 9, 8, and 10, that area.
9, 8, 10. Okay. So
I think
for reference,
Jack's Place is coming with me.
yeah, for reference, 8, 9, and 10 are locked.
Oh,
Yep,
that won't
got
be a
it.
problem.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then we have Astrid and Cobb are sticking around in central, the central cargo recreation area. Is that
Yeah.
also?
Let's go ahead and get that bullet out.
All right. So you attempt to get the bullet out. We will call it non-magnetized, just because that might present an issue if you're firing it into spaceships. It would affect the trajectories and whatnot. So we'll say some sort of heavy non-magnetic metal, single slug, small caliber. Looks like it would probably be from like a small arms, either a service pistol or a small carbine of some sort. You only see the one round, you only see the one hole. And like I said, it was kind of like a chest level or something like that. Definitely sort of like a self-defense type round. That's we're going to get like really CSI if we don't stop right now, but that's kind of what you get there. The bulkhead did its job. It stopped this bullet. It didn't go completely through the ship and create like a catastrophic vacuum effect or anything like that. But this does seem a little bit recent, just because the hole hasn't been patched or anything like that.
Is there any evidence that we can get in CSI about it? Can we tell if it passed through a living matter? Like, does it look like there's any like blood on it, or any like organic material, like either in the hole or left on the slug? That's going a little CSI, but maybe
we'll call it difficulty 4 intelligence or intellect. If you have anything that could help with this, you can add that to it.
Can I make this roll as well? We're we're both hunched over looking at this blob of metal.
I don't think
Absolutely.
I got anything that would help. Okay. 1d20?
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So, here's what we do with a 1. So I forgot. I want to.
Perfect.
Oops. So I did want to give everybody experience for being able to access the central room and finding those ciphers and stuff like that. Now, we have a stark contrast to things going on here. So we're going to start with Cobb. As you are examining this slug, because of the way that it had malformed, metal on metal, it expands and everything like that, you have inadvertently cut yourself on a sharp part of this metal. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you take 1 damage to your might. So you'll just reduce your might by 1. And it kind of shocks you and you drop it to the ground. Astrid takes the opportunity to examine it herself now, because obviously something got you. She takes a look, and thankfully the fresh blood sample that you left on this bullet helps confirm that some of the discoloration on this bullet is older blood. So it does look like this bullet had passed through something organic and caused something to bleed.
It looks like, this bullet was fired, hit a meat bag of some sort, probably a living one, and then lodged itself in the wall. By the way, Cobb, are you okay?
Yeah, it's it's fine. I've had worse.
Okay. All right,
Fine.
sure. Yeah, this. Anyway, but what I'm thinking is, if none of those bodies died from bullet holes, none of them were bleeding, none of them had wounds, then there might be a 5th person aboard the ship, and they might still be alive or they might be dead, but they might have actually done something to the systems on the ship to cause all the other people on the ship to die. Like a sabotage type thing.
Yeah.
And they may be held up. Actually, if they had access to a computer to do that and they were held up someplace with a gun in defense, it would probably be the same place our two new friends just headed.
Let me give you a little piece of intellectual candy to waller on while I switch over to logistics. You're in the recreation area right now, and you do see like what would be the equivalent of the dinner table. Mm-hmm. It has 7 chairs.
Are there place settings or cups or anything that shows that there was maybe a meal or a game of like spades that was interrupted? Anything like that?
Nothing like that, but you kind of get the impression based upon place settings and everything that this is this crew's larger than 4 people.
Okay.
I'll let you waller on that for a while. We're going to go to logistics.